I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another video. I am a little bit late with this one. I mean, I don't tend to do them on the night they come out anymore. You know, the odd objective I'll do it, but I like to take my time. And okay, I'm only playing 5 games, but I like to take my time between games, not just rushing through them, making mistakes, and just not getting the general gist of them. And I've done it on an account where I'm going to be able to use him and Verdi, and you'll see the squad in just a second. But I loved the season objective Belotti. The card was absolutely unreal. His finishing was insane. The unfortunate part with that card is that, of course, he's 89 rated, and he didn't quite have the pace, he didn't quite have the balance, maybe you could argue the agility, the composure, the ball control was a little bit off here or there. Not bad, but just a little bit off. And, you know, like the passing, for example, wasn't quite like that great. Still a 91 rated card, points per position for a striker, as opposed to the 89 that it suggested. However, this card is a 95 rated striker without a chem style. And then, of course, you have massive improvements across the board. Still only the 3-star skills, but 5-star weak foot, high attacking work rate, 5'11", average body type. Unfortunately, he does have a high defensive work rate, but when you have an instruction, stay forward, they don't really venture back. And I know that firsthand because that's exactly what I did. I told him to stay forward. I said, look, don't come back. There's no point. There's nothing for you back there. Just stay up the top and just bang him in. And that's exactly what he did. He scored an unbelievable amount of goals in 5 games. 15 goals in 5 games. That, I think, is probably the most I've, not ever, but in this FIFA in particular, especially with a reviewed player, that's the most goals I've scored in the fewer number of games. Like, that wasn't just like 8 goals in 1 game. You know, you get those now and again where you score like 10 goals in 4 games, but like 6 or 7 of them come in the 1 game. Well, this was evenly spread throughout the 5 games. He is just a goal machine. I think him and that 96 prime Ronaldo would be a very good duo up front, actually. But I don't tend to play with 2 strikers, so maybe not on the other hand. 92 acceleration and sprint speed. Nice little boost of 5, I think it is. It is indeed. 5 boost across the board for dribbling, 6 for passing, 4 physical, 4 shooting, 3 defending. That's from the 89. Dribbling's up to 95, ball control's up to 91, agility's up to 95, the balance is in the 90s now as well. Finishing and positioning, both 99, 95 shot power as well as excellent volleys. Long shots, not great, but fortunately, I don't take an awful lot of those. I've given him an artist, and the reason for that is because I'm not really sure what I want to do with it in terms of what chem style would work best. I gave him an artist to boost the agility, the balance, the ball control, the dribbling, to give him 96 vision and also 95 short passing. There are definitely better chem styles out there. You could even argue that an engine would do better because then you give him a little bit more pace. I will say that even though I want to take my time with the review, the gameplay yesterday was absolutely horrendous. And I think the reason for that is because people were trying to finish out their games to finish a certain rank for rivals. And I understand that, and I always make the mistake, never play FIFA on a Wednesday night. But despite the gameplay, I didn't lose a single game. Very happy to report that. Verdi and Belotti in the same team, as well as a few other players that I'm very not excited, but I like using them. You know, like Sancho's absolutely sensational. Witzel's a great CDM. Vinicius Jr.'s brilliant. Modric gets involved a lot. The defense is really good. That isn't like my main team necessarily. I did them thinking they fit, and they don't, so I don't really know what to do. But with finishing like that, and you see evidence of it, I mean, he doesn't score everything. There are definitely some chances he misses, and I will show you those as well. But he scores so many that it would be almost criminal not to put him in the team. Like, having him as a sub is class, right? But starting him is just, it's not a cheat code, but it's not far off. He's so good. He does have, I think, outside the foot shot trait and power header. Now, as in power header, I have 1 header, and I'll show you it. It goes over the bar. It's a looping one as well. Great effort there. Good save. But he did well to get into the position. I probably could have done a little bit better, but I snapped at it. We're going to get another opportunity though. Verdi does well, plays it into Belotti, gets fouled on the edge, and you'll have to see what happened with that free kick by go watching the Verdi review that will probably be out tomorrow now. I'm going to play a few more games with him. I've played 5 as well with him, but I just want to, again, just take my time to get some better clips, not make the review look better, if that makes sense, because I'm going to give you an honest opinion, but Verdi is unbelievable, so just want to take my time with that one. Now, that's the header, just looped over the bar, absolutely nowhere near, and that's the closest I got with a header, and the reason for that is because I just don't really cross the ball into the penalty area. He's going to get the ball back here from Verdi, good positioning, and distances himself away from the defenders in order to receive the pass for the ball, for the goal. So there we go again with a lovely heel-to-heel flick, gets into a decent area, spots Verdi, and that's the vision. Of course, we do have the artist on him right now, so 96 vision, 95 short passing. He's already created 1 goal there. This is the 96 volleys at work, and you can tell the gameplay is bad because he's just like doing like kick-ups on the spot. He's not really moving. I was trying to move him. The players just felt like bricks. That's what I mean by the gameplay was awful. It was just unresponsive more than anything else. I just felt like I was trying to turn buses, and obviously that shouldn't be the way. When you've got players like I have in this team, like Vinicius Jr., for example, is a 95 rated player with 99 nearly everything, and there's just no reason why he should be feeling as bad as he was. I was praying I could get that goal in because, again, I tried to press shoot like 2 or 3 times and it didn't register. Good footwork from Verdi. Does lose it, but we do end up getting it back. And I think we make him pay. Belotti picks it up, does really well there. And again, and my opponent starts to slide all over the place. I know I can dance around him, and that is a banging finish. All in all, I would say that if you want a goal scorer, that's exactly what Belotti is. He generally, if you choose the right shot, he doesn't miss. His finishing is unbelievable. And again here, up and over the defender, gets in there with a volley and makes it 5. He's so good. He really is that good in front of goal. He doesn't really miss. With a 5-star weak foot as well, I just find it difficult. Like, I think it's harder to miss the target. I think I've missed the target once actually with a shot, but I think it would be harder not to score than it would be to score with Belotti in front of goal. I mean, goalkeepers are going to make saves now and again, of course they are, but I would say 8 or 9 times out of 10 the ball is going to ripple the net, and that's what you want in a striker. The combined factor of the fact that the combined factors of the finishing, the positioning, the pace as well, and of course if we add an engine on top of that instead of the artist, we get a little bit more pace as well. And then that mixed in with the 99 dribbling and ball control, you just have a recipe for success. And that's exactly what Belotti is going to give you. Now, not to give away the Verdi review, even though I've already called him unbelievable, I would say that if you were to do both of those, you get a very strong link together, and that is going to be invaluable for chemistry. You can fit an awful lot of players in that team. There are some really nice Serie A cards. Flashback Mertens, for example, is a player that unfortunately had to miss out in that team. I don't know how I'm going to work that. I want Mertens, Belotti, Verdi, but then I also want Modric, and then I also want Axel Witsel, Sancho, Vinicius Jr. So what I need is a formation that allows me to play maybe 13 players, maybe 14. I said you'll have to wait and see what happens with that free kick, but you're about to see it in the little window there. So this is a preview. Now the goalkeeper is nowhere near that because he's moved in far too far to the left, but it's still a very good goal. Even if the goalkeeper was in position, I don't think he would have saved that. The guy actually scores, I think, from kickoff or thereabouts, and then we score from kickoff as well. So one of those really annoying games. I mean, fortunately, I didn't really care too much about the results last night, but like I say, you've got to take certain things with a pinch of salt, like some of the finishes and maybe some of the wayward passes with Belotti, because the gameplay was so bad that I was having to press buttons 4 times for it to register. But all in all, is he worth the coins? In my opinion, absolutely. I mean, yeah, there are some issues. 3-star skills, not ideal. Long shots, not ideal. The natural vision and short passing. I mean, short passing itself is fine. The natural vision, crossing, that sort of thing, not great. There are definitely better cards out there, so if you are going to pick him up, you are going to need to use him as a striker, and then he comes into his own. Honestly, he's just an absolute goal machine. If you struggle to score, get him in your team, and then tell me you struggle to score. He's so good in front of goal. If you've used him, let me know in the comments down below. And of course, if you have enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.